I have a job for you. If dangerous missions into the unknown corners of the plains interest you, that is. Piron Descent, our founder, has some prisoners in the blood pit that he needs to communicate with. I have the letters here, so all you need to do is drop them in locked letterboxes. His contacts will pick them up when they think it's safe. Oh, we mark the drop sites with Gleaner's Gleam. It's an ink that only we can see. If you're curious, ask Piron. He usually sets himself up in the crafting plaza. Go to the blood pit, look for the gleam, make the drops, get paid. Easy. Vavelli over there tends to be stern with her hirelings, but I try to be more understanding. Just don't forget that you took on a job for the Gleaners, all right? I try to be understanding, but I still expect results. We're a group of mortals and Daedra that do all sorts of things in Fargrave. We liberate items from across the plains for interested parties, explore hidden places, find treasure, vandalize. One thing I can say is that the work never bores me. Yes, but not just any sort of thieves and spies. We're extra-planar thieves and spies. In addition to utilizing Fargrave's public portals, we also have an arrangement with the mages of the Sarath-Utang for when we need a special portal. They're a group of dark elf mages that were cast out of Morrowind for some offense or another against the Tribunal. They came to Fargrave and used their expertise at portal magic to supply House Halalu with trade goods from across the multiverse. Sometimes we need to go somewhere not readily connected to the portal plazas of Fargrave, or we need to reach a specific location quickly and quietly. That's when we turn to the Sarathu mages. And when they require our expertise, we reciprocate. Some of our biggest clients are the movers and shakers of the city, and we tend to avoid pilfering in our own backyard. Plus, the Grasp don't care. As long as we keep a low profile and don't make a spectacle, the Daedric authorities leave us alone. Me? Oh, I used to be a thief, but now I use my expertise to find talent and coordinate jobs for our clients. Besides, I love talking to adventurers, new arrivals and longtime Fargravians alike. Well, we usually have more work on hand than we have dedicated operatives. Besides, some missions involve dangers better suited to experienced adventurers instead of the specialized rogues who make up the core of the Gleaners. Well, it's not something you can just apply for. Invitation only, you understand. And that invitation has to come from one of the higher-ups, such as our founder, Piron Descent. But the first step is to make a good impression.
No one in this insipid city take Free's bribes.
I'll stay close, my friend. The Daedra of Fargrave have no honor.
I've heard all about you. Lady Beryl says you've already completed a few of our more dangerous assignments. It's good to meet someone who's already earned her respect. What can I help you with? I'd handle dropping those off myself, but some overcautious death scamp thinks that sneaking around the blood pit is dangerous. As the founder of the Gleaners of Erebus, they say it's irresponsible for me to take that risk. The Blood Pit is a prison for Daedra. That alone should tell you what you need to know. Put another way, entering the Blood Pit is easy. It's the leaving that's impossible. You pay attention. That'll serve you well in the pit. Yes, I've visited the pit many times, unofficially, of course, but don't forget who founded the Gleaners. There's no place I can't make my way out of. And ruin their fun? No. They have to learn how to make their way out of every location in the plains. If they can't, they're not Gleaners' material. Simple as that. Keep your eyes open and you'll figure it out, just like I did centuries ago. Well, even if I did answer that, would you believe I wasn't lying? Don't think too much about me, and don't worry about killing anyone in the blood pit. Most of them can't die, at least not permanently. A long time ago, I stole a vial of ink off the desk of the Sarathu Tong's leader. Figured out pretty quickly that the only ones who could see the ink were the ones who worked for me. Trust me, the glow is as strong as the storms over Apocrypha.
Here we go.
You know my friend, the one who defected from the Waking Flame.
Back in the saddle.
He says something big is about to happen in the Deadlands.
Oh, you're back? Our informants had some great things to say about your performance on that one. Were you able to accomplish your task? You got into and out of the blood pit? Blood and brimstone, that's excellent. Most gleamers can't make it out of there, but I was almost certain you could do it. Here's your payment. Oh, you sure pull off some impressive stunts. You want to work, and I want to pay you, but my cupboard is bare, so to speak. Return on the morrow, and I'm sure we can come to terms. See you then. We're a group of mortals and Daedra that do all sorts of things in Fargrave. We liberate items from across the plains for interested parties, explore hidden places, find treasure, vandalize. One thing I can say is that the work never bores me.
Luna Burial has jobs that you...
I have a job for you. If dangerous missions into the unknown corners of the plains interest you, that is. Drops were made to our 3 designated sites in the Shambles. Dahlia let us know about the drops, but she needs to lie low for a while. She's usually at Madame Wim's if you want to talk to her. Just make sure you're not followed. She's in hiding. We've had some trouble with fences lately. A thief got it into his head to steal from them, and now they're going after any gleaner they recognize. I need someone new to get these goods before someone else steals them. Are you in? You'll be paid. Oh, you get to head out on an assignment. Have a good time, all right?
You're that new adventurer the Gleaners are talking about, right? The one who's taken on a lot of difficult jobs? I'm flattered, of course, but why are you talking to me? And nobody followed you here, did they? Is that what this is about? Look, I just saw shipments lying at the drop sites. No one touched them while I was there. Not sure if that's still the case, so if you plan to acquire them for the Gleaners, you better hurry. They hired you and you don't know about the Shambles? It's not the safest place to visit in Fargrave, that's for sure. And it's full of rival gangs. If the errants don't find those shipments, then the Vanquished or the Invisible Web sure will. Because the Shambles is beyond the grasp of the grasp. The stricter guards rarely go there. Most business of the sort the Gleaners are involved in takes place in the Shambles. Danger's the price of doing business, right? Look, I'm not a Gleaner. At best, I'm an occasional informant, so I don't have the protection of their organization to back me up. I may have let slip something I wasn't supposed to, and the interested party may have heard. So yeah, I'm hiding.
Be nice to get off my feet. Stendar's grace hangs around us here. I can feel it.
If the Dremora seek battle, the web will come alive.
let's go.
We can use
You're quickly becoming my favorite employee. Come, tell me. I assume the news is good? I was worried that those were going to be taken before you got to them. The shambles is crawling with errants, Dremora, and Spiderkith, after all. Here, take this for your help. Sorry, I'm fresh out of assignments for the day. Stop by tomorrow. I should have something for you then. I have a job for you. If dangerous missions into the unknown corners of the plains interest you, that is. Those kin-cursed Waking Flame cultists are posting their propaganda all over the walls of Fargrave. Someone commissioned us to burn the pamphlets at their source, the Brandfire Reformatory. Fina, a local merchant who's hoping to put a stop to the cult's recruitment drive. Whenever she sees anything she considers bad for business, she calls on the Gleaners. And then I call on adventurers like you. If you want to know more, talk to her. Oh, you get to head out on an assignment. Have a good time, all right?
Ah, you must be that adventurer the Gleaners hired. Luna keeps talking about you. Good. They're taking my job seriously, then. You are here about my job, right? Huh. How can they be allowed to paint their lies over Fargrave's walls? Do you see the damage that they're going to cause just by manipulating honest and good creatures? Daedra, no, even the Grasp refuse to stop them. Everyone in Fargrave is held accountable by the laws of the stricture. The Grasp are there to enforce and interpret those laws. Since the cultists haven't killed anyone within the city, the Grasp says they can't ban them. I asked. If you know of any other group that's famous for making it out of dangerous locations without spilling a drop of blood, let me know. The Waking Flame is full of spineless dung-mongers, but the people in the Brandfire Reformatory are victims too. You didn't hear this from me, but some of the cultists come into my shop to get away from prying eyes. Oh, the things they say. If their doubts are ever discovered, the Reformatory is where they'd be taken for re-education. Huh, this is Fargrave. Everyone has connection to some Daedric prince or another, myself included. If someone needs some fabric, then my door's open. But I don't abide by organizations who trick folks into joining a cult.
Be nice to get off my feet. That's the end of that tale.
Your service to Lord Dagon is no longer required.
City of Daedra.
Have you
I can't
heard?
imagine a worse
They
place
say
to be.
Mehrunes Dagon
My
invaded
blade is
Nern,
ready.
but he was banished.
Reconsider the word vanish. Evokes our need.
You're quickly becoming my favorite employee. Come, tell me. I assume the news is good? The Waking Flame should know what it feels like to have something they care about burned. It's not usual that we get to carry out some fitting justice. Here's the reward from Vina and the Gleaners. Neither of us like cults spewing lies in our city. Zatha, you're looking for work, but I have nothing to offer. Next time, for sure. Looking for work? I have a job that I think you'd be absolutely perfect for. Yes. One of our skilled members, Erler, discovered some relics of note in the Brandfire Reformatory. He thinks it's too risky to go retrieve them himself, and the Gleaners agree. But we still want the relics. We'll pay you for your trouble. It's a building in the Deadlands that's controlled by the Waking Flame cult. Folks enter the building and don't leave. It stands to reason that their valuables are still there. Erler loiters near Madame Wim's. Ask him if you're curious. So, you in? Vavelli over there tends to be stern with her hirelings, but I try to be more understanding. Just don't forget that you took on a job for the Gleaners, all right? I try to be understanding, but I still expect results.
You are on your way to making a name as big as Erlor, and that has earned you some respect. You are an adventurer to watch. What do you require? Ah, yes. This one thought about charging into the reformatory to see if the information was true for himself. But as tempting as golden fortune is, Erlor's been told he looks better with his tail attached. Erlor does not have to answer. Though he will say that it was through a combination of hanging around the shambles, luck, and collaboration with a tongue scryer. She is better looking than you. Erlor saw valuables and pretty things he wants to give to that scryer. If you're looking for information on what lies inside the reformatory, get moving and see for yourself. No, that was harsh. Be careful, and you'll be fine. Erlor is sure of it.
Now this is why I joined you. This place is great. And Darcy you safely to your rest. We're still standing. Be proud of that. On my honor. What do you say to some celebratory sweets? Here we go.
You're back? That was quick. At least quicker than I expected. How did it go? Was your mission successful? I'm still a novice at appraising goods, but those look like they'd fetch a hefty price. I'll let some of the junior members know I have them, and they'll take care of getting this all to our fences. Here, your good works earned you this. Sorry, I'm fresh out of assignments for the day. stop by tomorrow. I should have something for you then. I'm looking for adventurers who don't panic easily. Not even in small dark spaces. Does that happen to describe you? Yes. If you're brave enough to travel into the False Martyr's Folly, there are some valuables that were left behind when those poor dark elves were turned into stone. I hope it didn't hurt too much. That would be unbearable. A junior thief named Glaeamin was in the Folly and spotted valuables near the statues. He's probably sulking near Madam Wim's if you want to ask him what happened. You interested in this job? Be careful out there. The Gleaners prioritize items of value, yes, but there's nothing more valuable than an experienced adventurer returning unharmed. Or at least not so harmed that they can't bring back the items of value.
Quiet way to kill mortals.
Oh, you're the adventurer everyone's talking about. And Luna sent you my way. Maybe I wasn't such a fool for giving up on this job. How can I help you? Yes! I was passing through there, coming back from a different assignment, and saw all the valuables. But I didn't have room in my bag to carry everything, so... But I told Luna about what I'd seen the moment I got back to Fargrave. I only went in there because I didn't know what it was like. Everything that's bad about the Sever, it's worse in there. And I was carrying so much at the time, I could have been struck by lightning.
Stendarr was with us in that fight. Together! Stendarr was with us in that fight. This den of Daedra gives me an uneasy feeling.
have been largely
Let's be
driven
careful.
from the city.
Gray considers this development. I hope
Oh, you're back? Our informants had some great things to say about your performance on that one. Were you able to accomplish your task? Glaeam the Thief will be thrilled to know that those aren't going to be buried in mite-infested dirt. His hands were really itching to go back and get them, but the healers say they'll clear up in a few days. Thanks again. Here's your payment. You want to work, and I want to pay you, but my cupboard is bare, so to speak. Return on the morrow, and I'm sure we can come to terms. See you then. I'm looking for adventurers who don't panic easily. Not even in small dark spaces. Does that happen to describe you? There's a rare plant, the Martyr's Copperleaf, that grows around the feet of the statues in the False Martyr's Folly. Normally we wouldn't take this kind of work, but the healer Tulanith needs it, and we're feeling charitable. Have you ever been to the Folly? That place is terrifying. Tulanith's stationed at the House of Whims if you have questions. All I can say is that if you take on this job, you get a cut of the deal. So, what do you say? Wanna do some gardening? Vavelli over there tends to be stern with her hirelings, but I try to be more understanding. Just don't forget that you took on a job for the Gleaners, all right? I try to be understanding, but I still expect results.
You're that risk-taker the Gleaners use. Are you here about the plants in the Folly? Because they should be in bloom now. I am not equipped to deal with all the ailments in Fargrave, so I'm always on the lookout for new curatives. When a young Gleaner came back from the Folly chattering about the plants there, I thought they could be useful. Is there ever a guarantee of anything? I studied healing on Nirn, and now look where I am. Diseases crop up between the planes that don't exist in any books. If there's a chance that this flower has a medicinal purpose, I need to know about it. Caution. I like that. The Folly is damp and stormy. Keep your feet dry, your wits sharp, and your weapons at the ready. I do not want to see you back here bleeding on my floor.
Let's go. Any battle we can walk away from, eh?
I've heard the Daganists have been largely driven from the city.
Gray considers this development. The cult's vote is no longer effective.
You're back? That was quick. At least quicker than I expected. How did it go? Was your mission successful? Amazing. Once Tulanith the healer examines these, I'm sure Fargrave will have a great new cure for... Scalefoot. Or stomach sores. Something. Here, take this. You certainly worked for it. Zafa, you're looking for work, but I have nothing to offer. Next time, for sure.